Simon's sort of a miracle because, he's known as, I don't want him to hear anything that I'm going to say.
Cover your ears, Simon.
It's really terrible. It's terrible complimenting him, but I'll go for it anyway.
We've got that.
Just to make it clear. Luckily, he's like very old and senile, so I'm sure he'll forget anything that's said. But anyway.
Well, it's nice to finally actually meet. I feel we should have met years ago. We've been big fans of both of you for many, many years, and you also inspire our inner designers too. So thank you for that.
Oh, that's so
nice.
sweet.
We love everything you guys do.
And you guys have been our quarantine companions the whole time. Although really it's the good brother, not you, who we were hoping it would be, but...
And that's my older brother, JD, not Jonathan.
Yeah.
It's weird not being every day with Jonathan filming all the time because we're shut down, but we've been keeping busy filming a little bit at home and just stuff that we can do together for our podcast and whatnot. So that's been keeping us busy.
Yeah. How about you guys? How have you guys been keeping busy?
We've been out here on Shelter Island for almost 3 months now. And some days are busy and other days are not, but the magic of where we are is we're sort of in the middle of nature. So it's been sort of like a magical nature hideaway.
Nice.
Are your neighbors?
I'm like you. I have that TV show, Making It, on NBC, which is so fun.
Oh yeah,
but
we
of course
know.
we're on hold. But luckily I've got my writing projects. I've just done another book which comes out in the fall. I just finished that up. So it's great for writing, which requires so much time.
Yeah, the writing, we've written a few books now, and our first book, Dream Home, it was about our process with clients and what inspires us. And, it was not a fun write. There was so much, we had a bunch of our different designs that we had to showcase and whatnot. It was so much work and digging into some of it's not a how-to book, but there is some of that sort of element to it. And it wasn't a fun write. However, we did our kids' book series, Builder Brothers, and that was just to inspire our young generation of Builder Brothers and Builder Sisters. And that was a blast, just to sort of bring out our inner child and try and figure out ways that we can inspire kids and bring positivity and good messaging to them. That was a lot of fun.
What's your new book about?
It's called How to Be Yourself. And it's sort of a humor / self-help book about how to be yourself. And I sort of cite lots of people who are themselves, look like themselves, blah, 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 have a very, idiosyncratic kind of look to them.
But it's hilarious, like all of Simon's books. And he's actually the most annoying spouse one could ever have because, like, I've written books before, and when I have, I complain and I whinge and I'm like, how can you bother me? I'm trying to do this. Like, I'm an unbearable nightmare. Whereas Simon just gets up, writes uncomplainingly, and the prose, he turns out, is magical, and it makes me irate. It also destroys my whole thesis of our marriage has been that he's like the dumb one. And his damn books. Ugh.
Well, the last book I did a book on soccer players, and then I did a book on the history of drag. And somebody emailed me and said, what qualifies you to write about the history of drag? And I said, do you have any idea what's involved in a book? Very few people have the stick-to-itiveness to actually sit down and slog, S-L-O-G, and re-slog, Even doing your kid's book, you probably have to redo it 50 times.
Oh,
yeah.
That's what qualifies me. It's just like I do have that ability to just grind, to get through the grind.
Yeah. Well, I was going to ask you why a soccer book, though.
Oh, I love soccer because I'm English.
Right.
So I grew up with football, as we call it. And it's a book it's called Soccer Style, and it's all about the flamboyant, crazy excesses, the Lamborghinis, the Wags, the Cristiano Ronaldos, the Beckhams, going back all the way through history. It's a humor book, but I did huge amounts of research for it. I read like 100 tawdry, crappy footballer autobiographies just to get cheesy details out of them. So it's sort of, because in England, the culture of soccer is seen as being very amusing and funny, in a way that wouldn't necessarily translate to an American sport.
Right.
And this is for both of you, even though this is the theme of your new book. Why do you guys think it is so hard for everyone to be themselves?
I think, especially now with the internet and social media, people tend to look externally for approval, confirmation, validation. And if you're just going to be yourself, you have to be kind of just self-invented. And I have, myriad examples of people who are just always themselves. Everyone from like Anna Wintour right through to Robert Mueller to, Young Thug, the rapper. So like certain people just nail it with how they look, how they talk, how they present themselves, and it's completely in sync with who they are. You're that way.
Yeah.
We try to be. Yeah, we definitely try.
Yeah.
Unless there's a Dr. Jekyll and Hyde thing going on, but you seem like you're very much yourself,
But I think Simon and I both kind of, for some unknown reason, are very much ourselves and kind of have, I think maybe, I don't know why, but maybe because we're kind of insular in some way. In both of our like creative outputs, it's very personal and idiosyncratic, and I hope extremely unconventional.
I think I got it from my mum. I never heard her worry about what the neighbors think or what she should wear. She never said to other people, "What are you wearing? What should I wear?" Like, she was just incredibly confident and wasn't really interested in other people's validation externally.
And it's just as well for
tough,
Simon that
Irish, tough.
For Simon, he really shouldn't look for other people's validation because he's not going to get it.
Yeah.
Not from me, certainly not from strangers. So good for you.